invite you in a very special way to the forthcoming official TMI. This official TMI will be conducted through the media, and this is one of the few times in the division we have had it, and we want to say to everybody, welcome. And we are requesting each person to invite their friends so that they can also participate. We are very grateful for the organizers in the division and all the organizers in the unions and our fields and the conferences. There are very many people who have been invited in the churches, and we want to say thank you to the church elders and the church pastors for doing a very good job in inviting all your members. It being a TMI, we know is total member involvement, where we are expecting all the church members to participate by inviting their friends, their neighbors, and their workmates. We have so many close friends who are not our church members, and we know through this TMI, they can be touched and then they give their souls to Christ. In a very special way, we are inviting you as you invite those who can walk and those who can see and those who can talk. We are requesting you to invite also those who cannot see. These are the blind people. We are also requesting you to invite those who cannot talk and those who cannot hear. There are many of them who are looking for second coming of Jesus Christ, because they know when Jesus comes, things are going to be changed. Many of them are locked in their houses because there is nobody to take them to church, those who cannot walk. And they need people to take them to the centers, which we are saying every person, every church member is a TMI site. And so as we invite those who can walk, we are requesting you also to invite those who cannot walk. And if they cannot totally walk, we are requesting you to try your best to bring them to the centers. If they need transportation, we are requesting you to provide that transportation so that they can come. Because the Bible tells us when Jesus comes the second time, those who cannot walk will be able to walk. And try to imagine your friends who cannot walk. Just by you inviting them to this TMI, then they participate and they give their lives to Jesus. And when Jesus comes, now their walking ability is restored. We are also requesting you to invite the blind. We know they cannot take themselves to church. But if you invite them, then you need to lead them holding their hands, take them to church, and let them participate in this special program. Because when Jesus comes, now their eyesight will be restored, and so this will be a very, very good opportunity. We know some of them are our family members. We leave them at home when we are going to church, and this time we don't want to leave them behind. Wherever there is a place where there will be a center for this TMI, just take them with you and ensure that you take them back. There are those who cannot walk, those who cannot hear. Now those are very, very special because they'll need somebody to interpret for them. And in some centers, in some unions, I know they are going to provide some interpretation in the television. But should there be no interpretation in the television, and then you have a church where there is some interpretation, we are requesting you to invite those deaf people, invite them to church, so that while there they will also receive the message through this interpretation, and they will give their lives to Jesus. When Jesus comes, their ears will be opened. They will be able to hear. Try to imagine somebody you took for this TMI, and then in heaven they start praising God and saying, if it were not for you bringing them to the center, they would not have their ears would not have been opened. And so we are requesting you to invite them as well. Invite those who can not talk, because they also need Jesus Christ, and they need him to make them able to talk when he comes the second time. And so don't leave these people who have special needs. Don't leave them behind. We are requesting you to bring them with you to the church, to the TMI centers, so that they can all benefit. The TMI, as you know, is starting just in a few days from now. It will be starting on 17th and is ending on the 30th of this month. And so we are requesting you as invite the normal people. Don't forget to invite the special needs persons, the advanced possibility persons, because they also need salvation. They also need Jesus. And so by you inviting them, you'll be making a very great contribution to the church, and also a great contribution to their salvation. And so we say, welcome. Don't forget those people. Bring them with you to the TMI centers.